Okay. Jesus Christ, how many sketchbooks does this guy have? I don't know what to say about this one. There's Marvin the Martian. He's one of the greatest characters ever made. This sketchbook was done, as you can see, when I was traveling through Colorado, but it has a long history. Long before I started doing this in about mid-2022, this one was a practice sketchbook because it was an extra. As you can see, I was doing the draw box lessons, which that dude does great tutorials on YouTube. He teaches all about perspective, how to do perspective. Honestly, I could probably use a refresher because it's been so long. As you can see, all of these are just practice lines. These are just learning to draw a straight line from point A to point B. There's some good ones in here. Look at like that one. That one's not bad. Like there's some good straight lines in here. Here's some anatomy practice. Eventually it became that after I abandoned it for a long time. A bunch of stuff. I mean, this was just a absolute nonsense, you know. So eventually we got to here. This was sketch plans for the end of that one sketchbook that I showed you where I drew like a cathedral and pencil. I don't know if I like that drawing anymore. I like some of these sketches though. I like this one where it's like a weird oblong thing. Oh, also this is before I sealed any of my sketchbooks, so you can see it's kind of rubbing off there. Here's some octopus designs I drew for a Mechanoid Cthulhu commission that I started but never finished. I should have finished it. It's gonna be like a little boat right up here, and in the distance there'd be like a mechanical Cthulhu. And for scale, like there's one of his tentacles like draping over the side. It would have been cool if I completed it. I'm not very good at illustrating scale though. I wish I had more practice with that. Here's all my boys and Kevin. These were for tattoos that Brenda was gonna get of our pets. She ended up getting tattoos of a few of them, which you can see on my Instagram, I believe. Here's like a very faint drawing of Elon Musk shaking Optimus Prime's hand for my buddy Trey, who was on the podcast. If anybody watches that, there's some other sketches. But like I said, these were all done in like 2021. These were all like practice. These took a long time to actually get going until I drew Superman. God, that fate. I hate these. I shouldn't say that. I don't hate them. They're just bad. This was a drawing of my brother-in-law Josh's thumb after he hacked it apart. Nearly cut it off. Pretty gnarly. This is a ticket to Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know if there's any kind of a thing on there I can't show. But yeah, there's a little comic I drew with my buddy Trey. I don't even remember what this thing says. 1 minute. Is this funny? Tony Hawk kickflip. Me Tony. Editor's note. Kickflip. Kill flip. Sorry. Kill flip. Go soprano arm. Gives the kidney bean. I single soprano tear. Cowabunga, he's a Ninja Turtle now. Am I not turtly enough for pizza time? There's a pizza box with a ripped arm. He throws pizza at the Tony Soprano. It's pizza time. Tony Danza catches box with one hand. There's a new Tony in town, babe. Is that anything? Oh god, we're already 5 minutes in. I gotta speed this shit up. Here's some sketches of a knight and some lady. I don't know. I drew this knight way back in like the 8th grade. I found the design recently and dug it out. I kind of liked the triangular thing. I had to work on it a little bit, but I do like that sketch. I kind of expanded into this dude who was like a knight riding a skeleton horse. Yeah, not a bad drawing. Kind of weird. There's this character, which feels a lot like a Bloodborne character, which I very much like. I like the shape of the feet here. I don't know how I got that. I feel like this drawing came supernaturally. Well, supernaturally, and it's hard to kind of get back to that. I feel I should address, you're probably going to see these little post-it notes. Here, look at these two colors throughout. The reason for that is that sometimes artists need to draw things that people can't see. Sometimes it's just material related to projects I don't want to show, or sometimes it's naked people. There's Trey and Max with his cool fish hat and his septum piercing. Here's some drawings based kind of on Tron Uprising. I really liked that series. I liked how Tron had such like a long face. Yeah, there's also some stuff in here that I can't show because it's like sensitive material. It's very personal. My sketchbooks are kind of like my personal domain, so don't get too offended if there's some stuff I don't want to show. Oh, this is cool. If you go way out into the desert wilderness on Route 66, eventually you will come to a big green head in the ground called Giganticus heticus. It looks just like this little guy. Only it's like 20 feet tall. It's really cool. Weird little stop. Definitely worth a visit. There's a xenomorph design with its face kind of covered up. Here's some more of my cats. Is the xenomorph not just like the best thing ever? Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely some, there's nothing under there you haven't seen before, honestly. Oh, here's a quote from Brenda when she was half asleep. She said this in her sleep. She said, "Collard greens are only one thing, so why are they plural? Oh my god, I'm transphobic." And that's just a real thing that she said. I like this design of this character. He's kind of like a stick figure-esque character. Got a big old buster sword. I don't know. He's goofy. I'll come back to him at some point. Here's a watercolor I did when I was at the lake. I'm very happy with that watercolor, actually. It very captured the tones of the overcast day very well, I feel. I also drew this dude when I was at the lake. This was from a story I had written a long time ago that I never actually finished. I like that she's got like a big face on her, what is it called? Like a pauldron? Her pauldron. Oh, and bringing it down a little bit. This is JR. He was one of our dogs. That was drawn on the day that we put him down, actually. So, it's kind of sad. And to immediately juxtapose that, here's an AT-AT dragging its ass across the carpet because someone wanted that tattooed and she paid me to draw it. Here's like a moon man. I like this moon man. I eventually did figure out like a place to put him, but very inspired by like Mason Lindroth's clay style. Here's some logos for a thing that never happened. Some mushrooms and Garfield smoking a e-cigarette, I guess. Sure. And here's some mushrooms that went on someone's body. Max got this tattooed on herself, actually. I did this with my mom. My mom likes that American folk art kind of style, so that's what that is. Does this say Coochie Man? Women want me... Wait, women want me fish from me? Oh, women want me, fish fear me. This is Trey's hat. That's what it says on his hat. That's like his mantra. Here's something Max drew. Of like a giraffe escaping a strip club, or like getting into a strip club. I don't know. Here's more of that moon man. I do like that moon man. I kind of like the orange, but I also like that. I don't know. I'm a sucker for that color scheme of like red, yellow, and gray. It just looks nice. Here's some people with some very reflective tape. Yeah, some gold tape. That's nice. Here's a bunch of dogs. A family member wanted their dog drawn, so I drew her in a bunch of different styles and like a little donut, because she's like a long dog, you see. This is when we were in Colorado. Okay, so here we went to this E-Bricks place. It's like a Lego distributor, and I wrote a review for them. They're a good place to buy Lego, but I had to go online to view their Bionicle masks. Not awful, but dumb still. What bastards. Yeah, and that's pretty accurate. I'd say that holds true. I want to buy your Bionicle masks. Why else am I looking at Bionicles, you know? This was a logo for some bar that was downtown. I don't remember what it was called right now, but it had a cool logo, and I wanted to draw the lady on it. Here's some scary faces I drew. Open for a jump scare, I suppose. And indeed, there is a jump scare. Sorry to give you all nightmares. This was a wine vineyard we went to, or like a couple wine vineyards, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We went around and went to wine vineyards and got Ubered places. It was a great time. And then we went on a raft thing, and this was the view from our cabin at the campsite we were staying at, and we went on this raft thing and nearly drowned. We went into the rapids, and yeah, that's one of the scariest things I think I've ever experienced. It says, "This river was a lot of fun overall, but nearly drowning may have slightly soured my experience, but only slightly." To be fair, I still very much enjoyed it, and I would do it again, probably. Don't tell Brenda, because she will have me follow through on that. This is a watercolor that just like washed up on the shore of our camp. I don't know what happened. Also, here's a rock in the water, which I got mad at and didn't finish drawing. Oh yes, here we go. This was also kind of like a scrapbook at the time, so this also happened on vacation. I annoyed Brenda with this piece of wheat, but I thought I looked like a country gentleman. It's very hard to write in the car. Here's a leaf, which I took on the sled ride on Big Bear Hill, which was like this big, I don't remember what it was called. I think it was Iron Mountain Hot Springs. It was this big hilltop, like, amusement park in Colorado, and it was really cool. And yeah, I grabbed that off of one of the trees when I was on the sled. This place smelled like eggs, but it gave us free chocolate orange ice cream. Riding in the car is still hard. I really don't remember that. I don't remember what that was at all. Despite knowing our IDs were fake, they gave us booze, probably because we're just too damn cute. The driving continues. Mountain Bear Park. Mountain Bear Park, there you go. Also, the fake ID thing was not true. Don't listen to that. This is just like a whole page I guess I can't show you. Oh, and here's the barf bag from our flight back. Does it have anything written on the back? Oh, I was, those are titles for what to call the things on Instagram, because I posted this while I was on the plane, I believe. I like that Wario. Here is some people. There's a little witch character. I really like these sketches. I think they turned out really nice. I was really channeling my inner Chuck Jones, especially with, like, this one. I like that hunched overs kind of look. Very fun. Here's something pretty standard for me. What is this? What on earth is this? Zion. Oh yeah, we went to Zion. Zion was cool. Good luck interpreting any of this. This was when we tried to play like a D&D game while we were at the bar with like Trey and Max and a bunch of other people, and a friend Mackenzie, and like we just tried to play it and it just did not work. It worked. It was fun. We played for like 10 minutes before we all died in a black hole or something. This is fun. I feel like there's a lot of good faces in here and some not so good faces. I really like that one. I like that little brown one in there. That might be it. Time warp hole sucked into the portal. This was the end of our campaign. I think we died. These were plans for something I was helping with. It looks like there's blood on there, but there's not. And here's Eggman playing Wingman for Sonic and Tails, August 7th, 2022, by Brenda, Amber, and Nolando. God, did Amber write on the hunty for some cunty? That's fucking terrible. I can't believe you. How could you write something so terrible? I'm pretty sure that's Eggman's ballsack and dick. I probably should have censored that. Also, there's Knuckles dead in the ground with some grapes, which are canonically Knuckles' favorite food, if you did not know. This was like the schizophrenic sketchbook or something. I don't understand any of this. Okay. Me, Brenda, and Amber drew all these. Here's a DC fan, a Marvel fan, and a Dark Horse Comics fan. There's the Incredible Hulk. There's Iron Man with a gun. Here's like Spider-Man, Batman, and I don't know what that is. I have no idea what any of this is. Anyways, it was a lot of fun though. Here's the little insert pages that I used along the way. Oh, this Bigfoot sticker. Oh, I want this. I'm saving this. I'm keeping this out of here. I was looking for this. Here's that little swirly thing. I use this to test markers. It's like the insert page that I keep in all my sketchbooks in case I need a page to ruin. And then finally, we have the last page with a bunch of different potential mascots like Caveman Man, Blood Boy. That's a Technoblade Never Dies tattoo I was commissioned to make. Oh No Orange. That was Home Art. The Pussy Cloud. Good Head of Cabbage. That's James Taylor. Cut Me Open Kiwi. There's the Carts. The Rose Girl. Beer Bud. Blue Something Boy. Pineapple Guy. Pimento Boy. And God damn. Something James Taylor. I think it's James Taylor's grave. That's sad. Did you guys know James Taylor died? It's fucked up, man. And finally we have the Pink Knight, which I think might be the most worthwhile thing I drew in here, aside from Blood Boy and Home Art. Yeah, I don't think I sealed this. I should figure out if I sealed this or not. I think I did. It's not coming off. I don't know if I sealed this. I should seal this, because I like this one a lot. But yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook. That was kind of a lot. But that's life. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta wake up early or something. You guys had these? Cracker Barrel's got these like butterbeer knockoffs. They're good, but they got like aspartame. I don't know why they have aspartame. There's already like 50 grams of sugar in here. Why do they need aspartame? They don't need artificial sweetener. It makes it weird. It's got that weird, like, stevia aftertaste. It's gross. Anyways, until next time.